got your back cloud there, and you can clearly see which ones are in front. Just giving you some context here. It's going down into this layer of clouds. You can see there's another layer below this one. You've got clouds in front of, right? And you can see around the edges, the ones that are clearly behind. There you see. And you can see that it's descending through this cloud layer, and it's going to come out the bottom side of it. Here's new to everybody footage. It's the same thing that we've been sharing all along. Look at this top edge as it goes down through the cloud here, and it's coming out the bottom side of it. You can put it in so many different tools. You can put hard edge filters on. You can put emboss filters on. You can turn the contrast up and down. And overexposure. So this bottom side of the sun is getting a little overexposed. It's hard to tell exactly where the crisp edge of it is. The top side of it, though, not overexposed. And look at the lighting between the layers of clouds here. You can clearly see that this is where the sun is. And it's not lighting up those clouds back there the same way. Just these right here. And just watch the way this looks. Go back here. This is time-lapse footage, so it's going to go quickly. But you have the sun going from above the clouds, descending through the cloud layer. What's happening underneath there? The sun is coming out in this bank of clouds. It's coming through that bank of clouds. It's not coming out the backside over here. You've got illumination happening as soon as the sun is coming through that layer of clouds right there. Right, coming through. And now all of a sudden melding with the ground, full size. And keep in mind, if you're in Michigan, looking at Chicago, that we'll bring up an azimuthal equidistant, and we'll show you where the sun would have to be, right? Because 6 hours from noon, you're going to have the sun over, like, past Hawaii, right? So this isn't a sun that's past Hawaii right here. It's coming through this bank of clouds that's right here over Chicago, and comes down right there, disappears. This was the hot spot in the sky. Right, it's just set into Earth right here, everybody. So you went down full size. You can see that there's a layer of clouds at the horizon down here. Our sun down full size across Lake Michigan. Be faster, YouTube. And you can see that the lighting of the clouds is just localized to the sun right here. Right. So we're going to do a little rewind. Another view. Alright, got one more of these examples and then we'll move on. That's truly amazing footage. 56 miles away, you can see that these buildings aren't tilted away. They're standing up perfectly, yet their circles of sight have gotten to the point where that's all that you can see left of them. This really big sun coming down into Earth. Right there.
So here's the video I took. As you can see, the sun is about to start rising, and it's not even past the horizon. You can see the horizon in the background, and the sun is going to start rising through that thick layer of clouds, right?
The sun is going to start rising through that thick layer of clouds. I cannot tell you how many shills have come in saying, "Oh, your evidence that the clouds are behind the sun. Can you show us the sun rising through a thick layer of clouds, or a thick layer of clouds behind the sun?"
Well, and I've got a comment here again, because if anybody missed was it our last hangout that I went through? No, the one before that, where I went through all of the different simulation proofs from Mikhail Flat Earth Photography's channel. What we see here is the sun literally comes up out of the ground. Right now, he's above the clouds, and the sun is coming then up through those clouds, and it's almost the exact same thing that we witness. It's just we've been brainwashed our whole lives to think that that sun is 98 million miles away, right? When really it's right there.
Let's do some really, really, really simple, basic cognitive things right now. And I'm going to ask a few questions. I want to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Does everybody agree that the airplane that Matt is in is above the clouds right now?
I do.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
In the chat, please let us know. Do you believe that the airplane that Matt is in is above the clouds? And then, once we get beyond that, the sun. Is the sun coming up through the clouds? So let's rewind this. Let's get it when it's lower, and he's zooming in and out, and you can see what the difference a zoom makes, because we're going to get a much more distinct horizon as he zooms in closer. But all right, so the sun is smaller here. You don't see its full, as much of the diameter. It's coming up through the clouds, but it's still a full disk. The plane is above the clouds. The sun is below the clouds. There's so many other ways that we can prove this to everybody, but this is just one of the ways. And anytime you've ever recorded an airplane flying above you during sunrise or sunset, did you see the plane underlit? Was the light shining on the bottom of the airplane?
Yes, it's obvious. Anyone that's ever seen a sunrise as airplanes from an airport are leaving, you see the sun on the bottom of the airplane.
Clear, evident, obvious that the sun is underlighting the plane. The sun is not above the plane here.